What up, YouTube? It's your boy King coming in the house talking about the state of the Chicago Bears and Ryan Pace. What is Ryan Pace's plan with the Chicago Bears? Because ever since he joined the Chicago Bears in 2015, it's been a train wreck. And the only reason why that the Bears got Ryan Pace was because he won a Super Bowl for the New Orleans Saints, which wasn't you that win the Super Bowl. It was Drew Brees that won the Super Bowl. Just because he won the Super Bowl in New Orleans doesn't mean that he's gonna win the Super Bowl in Chicago. So then, 2015, you're here with John Fox, and then you decided in 2016 you're gonna get rid of Robbie Gould and let him go to the 49ers. So then in 2016 you decide that you're gonna overpay and to get Mike Glennon. Then in 2017 you decided you're gonna move up and you're gonna give up your draft pick and to get Mitch Trubisky in 2017. And then you know what? And then in 2018, I don't know. There was the year when you just hired Matt Nagy. The guy that was supposed to come here and help this O line, which has done nothing. That's why he lost his quarterback and his play calling duties. So then, and then you know what? Back in 2018, you have Cody Parkey, and Cody Parkey, he misses the field, the double doink, because I don't think if Robbie Gould was here, he would probably made that field goal. We would have beat Philadelphia if we had Robbie Gould, but no. So then in 2019, you decide that you're gonna get a competition for Mitch Trubisky because he was not really working out for Chicago. So you wanted to bring in somebody to help, So then you overpaid and you gave a draft pick to the Jaguars, which, Nick Foles was injured. For the Jaguars. That's the only reason why the Jaguars let him go for, cheap, So then you got Mitch Trubisky, the guy that Nagy wanted, because he cannot coach Mitch Trubisky. He cannot, and Nick Foles came here because he's friends with Bill Lazor. I think it was Bill Lazor of Mike Filippo. I don't know which one of those two coaches. And he's like, and how did that work out? That didn't work out. He lost. So you benched Mitch Trubisky. Because Matt Nagy can't coach Mitch Trubisky. So then you put Nick Foles in, and he lost 6 games in a row for the Chicago Bears. And then so then you decide to bring back Mitch Trubisky because you had no choice because Nick Foles got injured in the Minnesota Viking game. So then we have Mitch Trubisky in here, and then he take us all the way to the playoffs, and we didn't really deserve to go in the playoffs, We needed help from the Arizona Cardinals to get into the playoffs. It was not Mitch Trubisky. And then you go in there, against the New Orleans Saints, you get embarrassed. You can only even score 1 touchdown. The only touchdown that you scored was in garbage time. And then you and then it was no coming back from there, It was already too late, We couldn't beat the New Orleans Saints. I think we almost tied them in the regular season. We went to overtime in the regular season, but no. Mitch Trubisky did not learn his lesson from being benched, and and he's the same old Mitch Trubisky. So then in 2020, after the season 2020, you decided that you're gonna let Mitch Trubisky go, and you're gonna let him go walk because you didn't pay his rookie year deal, So then we heard all these rumors saying that the Bears are gonna go after Russell, Russell Wilson, and everybody, and they said that they're take that Seattle's taking calls, which all they were playing games with the Bears. That was I don't think that was true. And then you know what? After Seattle decided not to trade Russell Wilson, you know what? Instead of holding your cards and holding, you go and decide you're gonna get Andy freaking Dalton from the Dallas Cowboys, and you overpaid for him. 'Cause Dallas got him for cheap, and and when he was in Dallas, it didn't even work out. I mean, he had a better O line than the Bears, and he still couldn't win with them. So how the hell is it gonna help work in Chicago? And now he's coming here because he's friends with one of the coaches, and back in Cincinnati from back their days in Cincinnati. How do you, that's gonna work out? It didn't work out with Nick Foles, so why is it gonna work for Andy Dalton? You just went ahead and you went to get Andy Dalton because you got, you failed on the Russell Wilson. They played you out. You knew that thing it was gonna be a miracle to get Russell Wilson. And Deshaun Watson, you knew that they were not gonna let him go. But I'm thinking they did not let we didn't get Deshaun Watson because of those allegations and all the drama that's happening with Deshaun Watson. Who knows? But maybe when the dust is clear, yeah, we'll get go after Deshaun Watson. But you know what? You are deciding to give away your good Pro Bowl players, and because you want to save cap space because they're cap space casualty. So you get rid of. So you decided to cut, Kyle Fuller, the guy that was on your franchise for 7 years. The hell, he proved to everybody around. In the beginning, he was a bust. Then he turned it around, and then he became a Pro Bowl. And you sold. So you decide let him walk. Now he's gonna go reunite with Vic Fangio in Denver. And then you know what? These players that you're getting are all scrubs. You're just getting players. And and then you go say that you're gonna go after Kenny Galladay, probably the second best wide receiver in the game, and you try to get him, and you decided that you were going to go hard to get Mike Glenn because you wanted to get A-Rob happy because you just didn't want to give him an extension, so you wanted to make him happy. So you know what? Then it comes out that you were offered him a 1-year deal. That's why he went to the New York Giants, because the Giants offered him a 4-year deal. And now, you know what? You got a disgruntled A-Rob. He probably wants that same money that they're going to pay for Kenny Galladay. He wants that kind of money. Now you got to pay A-Rob, the guy that was the best player on the offense line for the Bears. And, I mean, do you really trust Brian Pace to draft your quarterback for the 4th time? This is going to be the 4th quarterback that he's drafted. Got for the Bears. He got Mike Glennon, he got Mitch Trubisky, and then he got Andy Dalton. Now he's going to get somebody else in the draft. Do you trust him get the draft? Get somebody else. The only reason why he still has a job is because the Chicago Bears organization are friends with Ryan Pace, and he has the silver spoon in his mouth. The Chicago Bears don't give a crap about their fans base. It's all about money. They say they were going to go after Russell Wilson. I don't believe that. They made Ryan Pace make sure that let all the media know that we went all hard to get Russell Wilson. Well, it didn't work out. They played you out. Now we don't have any cap. We don't have anybody to trade away for Russell Wilson, because they're saying that it's not over. But why are you gonna get Russell Wilson if A-Rob might go, leave? Who do you have left? Who do you have him to throw to? And because all the guys that you're getting in the free agency are just plain scrubs. They're scrubs. Now you want to get rid of Akeem Hicks, the guy that held this defense, the guy that hold, so, yeah, I know that the free agency still, we got a long way to get to the NFL draft, but seriously, I just have a bad feeling for the NFL draft. I know he's gonna ruin it, and everybody's gonna be pissed on whoever picks the first round. The first round. It always happens. Your team always picks the players that the fans doesn't want. And that's another thing about Chicago Bears fans. Some Bears fans like Mitch Trubisky. I was not a Mitch Trubisky guy. I mean, now, these Chicago Bears fans, they think they know how to run a team. They think they know better. Like they thought that Mitch Trubisky was going to take us to the promised land. Now, I know he went to Buffalo Bills, but, he's the backup quarterback for Josh Allen. And Josh Allen is not gonna lose his job. And and they even said that Mitch Trubisky was not in the long run with the Buffalo Bills, and man, so who knows if Mitch Trubisky isn't being Buffalo after this season that comes up, who knows, and he's only on a 1-year deal. And there's another thing, I do not like those 1-year deals that Ryan Pace makes. I mean, those 1-year deals, those are scrubs. That's the guys that nobody wants. And and Wonderface, you got Rokon, you got the guy, I forgot the guy from Dallas Cowboys that was supposed to help Khalil Mack, and he did nothing for us, and you overpaid to get him, and he only had like 2 sacks. I forgot his name, but now. But yeah, he needs to step it up, because you know what? Somebody needs to help Khalil Mack. That's why he's not doing good. But if you bring somebody to help Khalil Mack, maybe in the draft, then we'll get But you need to get rid of Charles Leno. He's trash. He's done nothing for this team. He's always kept getting penalties, causing penalties for the Chicago Bears. And so, but I know that they're gonna get rid of him, But yeah, you decided you want to get rid of Kyle Fuller, the best player probably on defense, the best cornerback, that the Bears ever had. So you let him go for nothing. Let him go to Denver to reunite with Vic Fangio. Now we don't have any capital to give Russell Wilson to get him, because there's a rumor saying around that there's might be a chance that we might get Russell Wilson, but who knows? I don't believe in that. I don't think that's gonna ever happen, because they're gonna keep Russell Wilson in Seattle. No way they're gonna give him away easily, and plus we would have to give a lot of draft capital to get him, and plus Russell Wilson is 32 years old. He's getting up in age, I'm going to give up all those draft picks to get him, So we need to keep the good players that we have on there and stop blaming the cap, making excuses and everything. So, man, I hope this is going to be the last year for Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy, because this is a awful year. 2021 is an awful schedule, because every freaking way game we play as a playoff opponent, So, man, I just don't know what's going on with this Chicago Bears and this management and the ownership. They don't care. You know, do they want to go to the Super Bowl? Do they want to win the Super Bowl? So George McCaskey, you better get your act together and put your pants on. Because this is freaking ridiculous. You let Ryan Pace, he's gonna send us back for 10 more years, and we're never gonna get the quarterback situation right. Right now, it looks like, Aaron Rodgers might be out of the door sooner or later, and then the North would be ours, because he is like the Green Bay Packers drafted and Jordan Love, to replace Aaron Rodgers, and we gotta pounce on that, and we want to beat down the Green Bay Packers. I'm just getting sick and tired of losing to the Green Bay Packers, because they have dominated the Chicago Bears for, I don't know, for decades, man. So I'm sick and tired of when Brett Favre, and I'm sick and tired of Aaron Rodgers, because we only won I think it was only 2 games against the Green Bay Packers. Once one game in Green Bay, that was in Jay Cutler era. Then we won. We got lucky with Mitch Trubisky in Chicago, and we haven't beat Green Bay ever since, So you think that Andy Dalton is gonna beat Aaron freaking Rodgers, and they're gonna swoop us again like they did last year, and in 2020 they swept us again. So I don't see this Andy Dalton beating Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he even has a shot. And what happens if we lose Nick Foles or something happens to Andy Dalton? We're gonna have to go with third choice and Tyler Bray. I don't even know if he's still on the team. But they have to go with the third stringer. Do you really trust the third stringer? And we're playing a playoff opponents, So let me know what you think. Leave me a comment below. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a huge thumbs up. And join the King Pookie Nation. This is your boy King Pookie. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.